Election workers holding themselves accountable after last week's municipal elections. Fulton County is in the middle of a recount, and in Bartow County, officials and workers are auditing every single ballot.
Yeah, Fulton County election workers conducted that audit here at their headquarters in Union City. And it wasn't because anything went wrong. They undertook this themselves just out of an abundance of transparency. Fulton County workers were in there counting ballots today on a few tight Atlanta school board and mayoral races across the board. Over in Bartow County, they conducted their own audit today as well. Their election supervisor and the supervisor here in Fulton County don't expect any changes in the results, and the recount and audit should be done by the end of the day. It is coming at no additional cost to taxpayers because it is a work day here for elections workers.